A quick first look at the latest from Maruti, the S-Presso. The complete review of the BMW 8 Series Gran Coupé. And it's the opening of Jaguar Land Rover's brand new product creation center. Welcome to a brand new episode. It is action-packed and power-packed because as you've seen, there is plenty coming at you, including a first look at the brand new Maruti Suzuki model, the S-Presso. Now they're calling it a mini SUV and I still can't tell you what I think about it or the full review because that's still under embargo. But what you get is literally a first look at the car. We will walk around it, show it to you in terms of its styling, in terms of its interiors, what it has to offer. That's what you find out today. And of course, I will also share the prices in case you've missed that so far on all of our social media or website onslaught when it came to this particular model. But before we get into all of that, let's go completely to the other end of the spectrum. It's a story I promised you last week. This is the 8 Series from BMW. The car that will make it to India will be the 840i on the Gran Coupé. That's the 4-door version. I had the chance to drive it recently and here is that full review.
The BMW 8 Series family is brand new. It is part of the rejig in the company's model line, which saw the 6 Series being replaced in a sense by the new 8 Series. So what you get are the 8 Series Coupé, Convertible, Gran Coupé, and then each of those in their potent avatar badged M8 that has just broken cover. While the 8 Series Gran Coupé was revealed just in mid-June. And we reviewed the 8 Series Convertible in April. At the time I told you that India will not get the Coupé or Convertible but instead will get the Gran Coupé. This now stands as confirmed and so expect the car to come to us in 2020. It will arrive as this, the BMW 840i sDrive Gran Coupé, and that's the test car with me.
Yes, it's one of those rare times that I'm actually liking a car in white. I have to say the frozen brilliant white on this, which is like a nice matte color, it really looks nice. It suits the car. It's nice and elegant and yet it gives you the sense of sportiness because it complements the black wheels, the black grille up front and a few of the black elements all around really nicely. Now elegance, yes, is important, but inherent sporty character becomes even more important because let's not forget that this is a sports car. It's not trying to be a sedan. If you want a sedan in this class, you should buy the 7 Series and this isn't that car. So in terms of styling, of course, the elements are very similar to the 8 Series Coupé and Convertible, but the roof sits a little bit taller. It's also a lot more stretched back and it gives you a really fast dynamic in terms of styling. Of course, the door has been added in and so you get a lot of that length in here, which is visible. Buyers in India will like that kind of thing. Good amount of muscle in the flanks. And then my favorite feature in the whole styling here is the way that the tail lamp has been done. It's really sharp. It complements the slim lights up front and very much is a nice signature of the 8 Series family. The boot, there's a little bit of this spoiler lip at the back, adds that sporty dynamic character that you're looking for. So on the whole, it's a car that you certainly will notice the second it comes down the street.
The new 8 Series Gran Coupé certainly looks like it belongs to the luxury set, and that it must, given that it will take on everything from an Audi A7 and Mercedes-Benz CLS to even a Porsche Panamera. Of course, the Gran Coupé is bigger in all ways over the Coupé and Convertible.
So it is the Gran Coupé, which means of course it's got to be bigger than the Coupé. And how much bigger, you ask? Well, 231 millimeters longer and 201 millimeters of that comes from a longer wheelbase itself. It's 30 millimeters wider and surprisingly 61 millimeters taller too.
The taller roof means generous headroom for the rear passengers. And I have to say, this optional M Sport trim looks hot. The regular trim will be the chrome line, but inherently, this is a good-looking car, proportionate and sensuous. and a design that really comes together well.
I was in the UK a few days ago for the opening of Jaguar Land Rover's new Advanced Product Creation Centre. What does that mean? Well, it's the first time that all functions of the car business, including even future mobility, not necessarily the cars themselves, everything gets housed under one roof. So research on new materials and trim, you've got, of course, engine development, design and platforms, electric powertrains, all of that now for both brands under the same roof. And then within that same new campus is also where you've got the opening of Jaguar's new design studio. I was lucky to have a look at both of them.
Jaguar Land Rover is turning a new leaf, and we're not just talking products here.
Advanced Product Creation Centre. The name kind of tells you everything that you need to know about what that really is. It's not just about R&D, it's not just about future mobility, it's about doing everything that the car brands today need to do in a very sustainable, forward-looking and comprehensive manner to meet future mobility needs, not just design new cars.
The Advanced Product Creation Centre brings design, engineering and production purchasing under one roof for the first time in Jaguar Land Rover's history. Widely known as the Gaydon Triangle because of its unusual layout, the £500 million centre will be a base for almost 13,000 engineers. The Gaydon site forms part of Jaguar Land Rover's Destination Zero mission, an ambition to make societies safer and healthier and the environment cleaner. The company's focus is on achieving a future of zero emissions, zero accidents and zero congestion across all its facilities. But of course, we still expect some gorgeous cars, and while Land Rover's design studio has been in the same campus, Jaguar's designers have moved into its brand new Jaguar Design Studio.
From its very humble yet iconic beginnings all those years ago, besides performance at the heart of every car that was developed by this brand, the one thing that has always stayed consistently true. And that, of course, is design. It's the one thing that's been consistent for all the cars that you've seen. Beautiful design over the years, and that includes even today's 9-car strong portfolio. So that is apt then when we talk about celebrating Jaguar's new design studio.
This dedicated design studio brings the entire design team into one purpose-built creative space for the first time. Led by Jaguar Design Director Julian Thompson, the new studio is the most advanced automotive design center in the world and will bring together a team of 280 people as it designs future generations of Jaguars. Covering an area of 12,000 square meters, the new Jaguar Design Studio is bigger by around 33% compared to the previous studio spaces based in Whitley. The new Jaguar Design Studio will place a greater importance on advanced material technologies too. The color and materials team have more space and technology to investigate and test new and sustainable resources for Jaguar's next-gen vehicles.
Smartphone connectivity with the Smart Play Studio, of course, is standard on the top trim, and you do get that touchscreen to go with it. Power window switches in the middle here. You've got your instruments here in the middle as well, so blank up front here. Very different design from Maruti's perspective for the first time, kind of mini-esque with the whole round treatment. The air conditioning controls down here, some cup holders, and you know what, the big sense you get from this cabin straight away is just how incredibly spacious it is. Headroom, legroom, comfortable seats, and this is, by the way, not just true for the front, also for the rear. But I promise you all those details and then some on our review next week. This was just a first look at the S-Presso. Kingshuk and I will have a very detailed look at the car on the program next week, so please tune into that. Please also wear your seatbelts, and please remember, drive safe. Bye-bye.